Hello, Amy and Bella here. Thank you for joining us on another soggy hypnotic adventure. For more exciting hypnosis audios, visit our Patreon or Gumroad store. There are so many opportunities for us to have wedding and messing accidents together. This hypnosis and all of our audios are meant for adults only. If you are under the age of 18, please come back when you are of the legal age for adult content. Welcome to Part 1. This hypnotic story is a fun new take on our hypnosis stories. We made 2 versions of this audio. In Part 1, you will have an embarrassing accident on your walk home, and Bella will wet herself on purpose to help you feel better. In Part 2, you will get to experience the evening from her perspective. Was she secretly planning something mischievous already? You'll have to listen to find out. Version 1 is available on our YouTube channel, and version 2 will be available in our Gumroad store and in our Patreon for our Having an Accident tier. Have you ever wet yourself to help someone else feel better? Or has someone done that for you after your own accident? Tell us all about it in the comments below. Sit somewhere comfy and listen with headphones. Make sure your bladder is full enough to completely soak yourself, but not so full that you can't relax and listen comfortably. You are going to wet yourself standing up, so place your chair somewhere you can have an accident. Turn off all notifications so you aren't interrupted. Are you ready? Great, let's begin. Start by gently closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly, allowing your body to relax with each exhale. Feel the tension melting away as you sink deeper into a state of calmness and peace. Now, imagine yourself in a serene setting, surrounded by the beauty of nature. Picture yourself by a tranquil lake, its surface reflecting the warm hues of the setting sun. Or maybe you're on a quiet hill, overlooking a vast expanse of land bathed in the soft light of twilight. Take a moment to fully immerse yourself in this peaceful scene, feeling the gentle breeze on your skin and the earth beneath your feet. As you breathe in, let yourself be filled with the warmth of the sun's rays. Feel them caressing your skin, soothing and comforting you with their gentle touch. Notice how the sky transforms before your eyes, painted in shades of orange, pink, and gold as the sun begins its descent towards the horizon. Few sights are as beautiful as a sunset. You can't help but feel at ease. With each breath, allow yourself to become more and more present in this moment. Let go of any worries or stress that may be weighing you down, allowing them to dissolve into the air around you. Feel yourself becoming lighter, freer, as you surrender to the beauty of the sunset and the peace it brings. As the sky darkens, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. You are welcoming the dark night sky. There is something so peaceful about nighttime. The sound of crickets chirping and frogs croaking is like soothing music. The cool air soothes any leftover stress or worry from your day. Keep breathing deeply, allowing each inhale to fill you with calmness and each exhale to release any tension you may be holding on to. Imagine yourself letting go of any thoughts or worries that may be lingering in your mind, allowing them to drift away like clouds in the evening sky. In this moment, there is only you and the gentle rhythm of your breath, flowing in perfect harmony with the darkening world around you. As the last traces of daylight fade away, feel yourself enveloped in a comforting blanket of darkness. Allow yourself to surrender completely to this moment, knowing that you are safe and supported in this space of deep relaxation. In this state of deep trance, allow yourself to simply be. Let go of the need to do or be anything other than exactly who you are in this moment. Feel your body relax completely, every muscle letting go of tension as you sink deeper into the embrace of the night. You are so deep in trance now. The sounds of nature around you begin to change. The croaking of frogs turns into music. The chirping crickets are now the murmur of voices around you. You are no longer outdoors observing the night sky. The dimly lit scene is the inside of a lounge, and the soft lighting has replaced the night sky. You have been out for the past few hours having drinks with your roommate and catching up after a long week. This is your favorite place to unwind every week. They play the exact music you like to hear when you relax. The sounds of voices around you is like a gentle hum. It's so relaxing you forget that there are people all around you. You live near this lounge and you walk here often with your roommate. She has become one of your closest friends, and you look forward to seeing her every Friday and ending your week on a good note. You usually walk together since you live so close. It's only a 30-minute walk from your home. As you look down into your empty glass, it seems like Bella is reading your mind. She asks you if you want to get one more drink and then head home. You agree and she orders another round for you. The waitress also refills your water glasses when she drops off your beverages. You feel a fullness in your bladder and you know you should use the toilet before you head home, especially if you are going to finish both of these drinks before you go. You shift a little in your seat and you're not sure if Bella notices. Neither of you have been to the toilet since you arrived. You have both had a few close calls leaving here after a night of drinks. The short walk home feels a lot longer when your bladder starts to ache right after you leave. You never seem to notice how badly you need to pee when you are there. It only gets urgent once you start walking home. There have been a few times you have made it home with damp underwear, and a few times you have closed the bathroom door as hot pee streamed down your legs and soaked your clothing. Thankfully, Bella never saw those moments. You wonder if she has had the same experiences. You're sure that at some point she's at least dribbled into her panties before making it to the toilet. There was one time that you remember so clearly. You were halfway home when she told you she didn't think she could make it all the way back without having an accident. You started looking around for some bushes or something she could hide behind to relieve herself. There was no cover nearby. You only made it another couple of minutes before she just squatted down, lifted her skirt out of the way, and completely emptied her bladder through her panties. The puddle was impressive. Bella seemed more relieved than embarrassed to be wetting her panties right in front of you. That is the only time you can remember her being desperate on your walk home. You both finish your drinks and your water and stand up to leave. You notice her looking toward the restrooms and suggest that you both use the toilet before walking home. She agreed quickly, and you both make your way toward the restrooms. She must also really have to pee since she didn't hesitate to agree with your suggestion. You get around the corner and see a line outside both restrooms. You both look at each other and shrug. Maybe we should just get going. We will probably get home before we get to the front of that line, she says. You agree and make your way out the door. As soon as you step outside, you feel the cool night air on your skin and regret your decision to skip going to the restroom. You are an adult, though. You can surely hold your bladder until you find a toilet. You tell yourself this, only half believing it. You and Bella start walking and you are both moving a little faster than normal. It's pretty clear that you both need to pee and you're not interested in a casual stroll back home. You need to make good time in order to avoid having an accident. A few minutes into your walk, you feel your urge get 10 times stronger. The fullness in your bladder is beyond ignoring. You have to pee so badly now and you are surprised how quickly your need escalated. Bella seems to be walking in shorter steps, trying to keep her legs close together. She's trying to hide her subtle potty dancing while she walks. You are doing the same now, so you don't say anything. Stand up now. Get out of your chair and stand with your feet apart. Start doing a potty dance. Shift your weight from foot to foot. Squirm a little, but don't hold yourself yet. You are still trying to be subtle despite wondering how you are going to make it all the way back home without wetting yourself. How are you doing over there? Bella asks you. Not great. I don't remember ever having to pee this badly. You reply. Keep potty dancing. At this point, you are not even trying to hide it. You don't care who sees you as long as you don't pee your pants right there on the street. You notice Bella sneaking a little squeeze with her hand. You wonder if either of you are going to make it home dry. You feel a sudden urge that you are not ready for. Let out a little spurt. Not a full stream. Just dribble enough to leave a damp spot on your underwear. Pay attention to the warmth. It feels good despite the fact that you just leaked into your pants. You're losing control. You're on the verge of having a complete wetting accident on the street, right in front of Bella. She noticed the panicked look on your face and asks if you are okay. You tell her you'll be fine as long as you get to a toilet soon. It seems like only one of you might make it home without having an accident. You have a feeling it's not going to be you. Let out another spurt. Pee a little more into your pants. Not too much, though, just enough to make the wet spot a tiny bit bigger. Continue to potty dance. Squeeze your legs together. Cross one leg over the other and bend over slightly. Bella sees that you stopped walking and that you are desperately trying to hold on. Are you going to make it? She asks. You open your legs slightly to look for a wet spot. You're not sure if your leaks are visible outside of your clothes. Bella sees you looking and knows you are about to lose control and completely wet yourself. "Let's find somewhere to pee. There has to be some bushes around here," she says. You agree and start frantically looking around. Your heart sinks. You don't see anywhere to discreetly relieve yourself without being completely exposed. Walking through your own neighborhood, the last thing you want is to be spotted by a neighbor with your pants down, peeing on their property. "Let's just keep walking. I'm sure we'll find some bushes or something soon," Bella says. You just nod and take a few steps forward. Let out another leak. Pee a little more into your clothes. There should be a visible wet spot on your pants now. Hold yourself with both hands. Make no effort to hide what you are doing. Bella sees you stop and hold yourself again. She can tell by the look on your face that you are really desperate now. She knows it's an emergency. Take your hands away from between your legs and look at the wet spot. Let out another spurt. See the wet spot glisten and get just a little bigger. Then put both hands between your legs again. You look at Bella and she just watched you leak into your pants. It's obvious now that you are having an accident. You are not going to make it to the toilet. You are going to wet yourself right here in front of your roommate. You are still potty dancing. You know you are losing control. There is nothing you can do about it. Your bladder is winning the fight. You feel another urge growing inside you. Your bladder is aching for release. Those spurts didn't relieve any of the pressure. They only made it worse. You realize now that you are out of time. You look at Bella, who is standing with her legs tightly crossed, and you feel yourself starting to leak again. You are making eye contact as you feel the warmth between your legs. Relax your muscles and let it all out. Stop trying to hold it in. Just let go now and wet yourself. Bella looks down and sees the wet stain spreading down both of your legs. The relief feels incredible, and the warm wetness feels so good, despite the fact that you are having a wetting accident on the street with your roommate watching you. You can't believe this is happening to you, wetting your pants in front of Bella while she watches you helplessly pee down your legs. You've wet your pants like a little kid in front of your roommate, and the puddles beneath your feet merge into one big puddle. When you finally finish, your pants are soaked from crotch to ankle. You look at Bella, cheeks bright red with embarrassment. You can't believe you just had an accident in public, just a few minutes from home. "I'm sorry," is all you can say as you nervously avoid making eye contact. Bella's eyes go from between your legs to the puddle beneath you. She's embarrassed for you. Having wet herself in public a few times before, she understands how it feels to be caught short and lose control of your bladder without anywhere to hide. "Do you still have to go?" she asks you. You shake your head no and finally look up to make eye contact with her. She looks at you with sympathy and walks over to give you a big hug. You feel weird hugging your roommate with pee-soaked pants. You really appreciate how understanding she is. "I'm sorry this happened," she says. "It's not the end of the world, though. I'm sure no one saw what happened and we'll get home and cleaned up without anyone spotting us." You say okay, still looking down at your wet pants. They're soaked. Anyone who sees you will know exactly what just happened. "I think I know what would help you feel better," Bella says. You doubt anything she could say would help you feel less embarrassed, though. It wouldn't be as bad if you weren't the only one who didn't make it to the toilet. You look up at her with a confused expression. "But I am the only one who wet my pants," you say. "Let's head home before anyone else sees that." "That's exactly my point. If we both walk home with wet pants, it won't be so bad," she says with a calm voice. "But you are still dry. You're going to make it back home without having an accident," you say. "Not if it helps you feel less embarrassed," she says. And with that, she takes a step back, spreads her feet apart, and immediately starts peeing. You see the wet spot appear and quickly spread down her thighs. You can hear the soft hissing sound as she empties her bladder right there into her pants. She blushes with embarrassment as she realizes you can hear her peeing. You stare at the glistening wet fabric between her legs and see her pee trickling out around her ankles and puddling around her feet. Her stream finally slows down and stops. "Now we match," Bella says with a grin. "Now no one can say anything without thinking the same about both of us." And with that, she grabs your hand and starts walking home. She was right. You feel less self-conscious despite the obvious pee stain on your pants. You wonder what the neighbors would think if they looked out their window and saw two adults holding hands, walking down the street having clearly peed their pants. When you get back home, Bella unlocks the door and walks inside. You notice the way her wet spot spread out across the back of her thighs right below her toned bottom. The wet spot followed her curves and ran down her legs. You like what you see? You hear her ask as you look up and see her looking back over her shoulder. She caught you checking her out and your cheeks flush red with embarrassment. You stammer. I'm just not used to seeing someone have an accident. Thank you for peeing your pants to make me feel better. Did it work? Do you feel better? She asks. Yeah, is all you can say. Good, she says with a grin. I'm going to get in the shower and put on some dry clothes. You should probably do the same. Leave your wet clothes in the sink. I'll start the laundry when I'm out of the shower. You just smile back and head toward your bathroom to get cleaned up. Now, as you stand in the shower, rinsing off your accident, I am going to wake you up from your trance by counting down from 5 to 1. 5. Feel the hot water running over your skin. It reminds you of the hot pee running down your legs. It's so soothing and calming. You feel it washing away your embarrassment. 4. Imagine Bella in the shower washing herself after her own accident. You are so lucky to have such a kind and considerate roommate. 3. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the puddle you're standing in. You caused that puddle when you wet yourself in front of Bella. 2. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, open your eyes. Look at the room around you. 1. You are fully awake now and very aware of your pee-soaked pants cooling off. It's time to get cleaned up. We hope you enjoyed this embarrassing public accident with your considerate and soggy roommate. Part 2 of this hypnosis story is written from Bella's point of view. You can experience what it's like to wet yourself on purpose in order to help someone else feel better about their own accident. To listen to Part 2, go to our Patreon and join the Having an Accident tier. Or you can find it in our Gumroad store. Both of those links are down in the description below. See you next time. Goodbye for now.